And I'm shooting with a 29. Oh. On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we shoot threes and talk 2K ratings with Anthony Davis and vote on your top plays of the month, with the winner going home with the most VC that we've ever given. Tune in now.
はい、どうも、タネと申します。今日は、なんだっけ大学の、これじゃないな。すいません、間違えました、データを。全く申し訳ない。実はですね、ちょっとした手違いで、NBA 入るまでのところを、NBA 入ってちょっとのところまでちょっと進めちゃったデータがありますので、そちらに追いつかせるようにこっちの下の方は大学編で止まってますので、ちょっと大学編の方を先にやっていきたいと思います。で、同じとこまでこっちのデータが追いついたら、その進めて先に進めてあるデータの方に戻そうと思うので、基本的なデータは変えてないので、こちらの方に前の動画で言った諸事情によりテキサス大学というのはその理由ですね。主にそういうことで、早速大学の最初の試合をやっていきましょう。おそらくこの大学の試合の結果によってドラフトの順位が変わってきてしまうと思います。 で、今日はその NBA、元のその先に進めてあるデータに追いついたらやめようと思います。能力はそっちの方が上がってるんでね。そうですね、これで今見た人、分かる人は分かると思うんですけど、センターの人が実際にいるペイサーズかどっかの所属している選手ですね。名前をちょっと覚えてないんですけど、
It's really always a marvel to watch. No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years.
ペイサーズにドラフトされた人ですね。
Was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
Okay, ナイススティール。足が遅い。OK。
And you see Freak out there. Nobody is 100% sure what position he'll be best at on the next level, but they know he'll be out on the wing. He looks so comfortable in space. And with Freak, it's his
それはこっちにパスが回ってくると今ないのと思うので、今ヘルプに出ます。この人ですね、実際にドラフト、ペイサーズにドラフトされた人は。
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious. This is his first chance at the line tonight. And guys, so many great players from UCLA in the NBA over the years. Kareem,
相手は UCLA ですね、今日は。
also coming out of Westwood. Wow, Greg, all those great players you mentioned with UCLA, a lot of Hall of Famers in the Westwood. Yeah, and they've continued that tradition with current NBA stars, Kevin Love and Russell Westbrook, probably the two highest profile former Bruins in the NBA today. And it's the Bruins with the ball, following the bucket by Texas. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Mullins dishes to Doherty. Here's Ford, and again it's Texas converting. And it's the Bruins with the ball, 7-point differential. Here's Free, pass to Fresh, and the foul called on Free. That's his first foul.
ボールチェックがファウルになってしまいましたね、今。で、難易度は昨日と前の動画と同じルーキーでやっています。
On the wing starts. He's guarded by Blair. And the basket by Starks. Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one. On defense, the Bruins, trailing by 5. And Blair kicks to Mullins.
ファウル。OK、カウント。
And he's going to the line for one more. And Freak has really come out blazing here.
リプレイは出ないか。
Absolutely imposing his will on the opponent. And Greg, that's what great college players do. I mean, they control the game and really make the opposing defenses adjust to them. Well, in Texas, the Longhorns are known for their football history, actually all over the country. They have an impressive basketball alumnus list, too, though. A lot of pros have come out of Texas. Here's Barton.
いやー、今のフェイクはうまい。あー、でも外してくれた。
Blew the easy two by profile. Trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
教えてくれないかな、ガードの人。
Warwick in the post. Johnson on him. Warwick, no luck. Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it. A shot by Starks, no good. With the Texas Longhorn program, they've had a lot of NBA talent through the years, Greg Durant being the biggest name, but there are plenty. Yeah, LaMarcus Aldridge is not far behind in terms of his impact. Tristan Thompson, DJ Augustine, Avery Bradley. Been a lot of great Longhorns to play in our league. Mullins in at shooting guard, and it's Warwick in at the four-man position.
交代ですね。交代は飛ばします。交代されたら。さあ、ポイントガードに入ったんですかね、多分。
Porter is out there with Starks. Then it's Thomas. Then there's Irving. And it's Morris in at the 3 spot. Now here's Richmond. Thornton passes to Davis. Mullins inside.
わーっとスティールされた。あ、スティールされてない。あー、頼まれてたな。シュート打てばよかったな、まま。
Morris with the ball. Picked up by Davis. Morris kicks to Thomas. Porter against Hudson. Thomas a screen.
あー、フリーになったな。
The
リバウン
offensive
ド。
rebound. Hudson against Porter. Thomas a screen. Knocked away. And
味
stolen
方
by
がスティー
Thornton.
ルした。
There's the feed to Mullins. Back to Thornton. Richmond kicks to Davis. Now here's Freak.
打ってくれるかな。あー、ちょっと惜しかったな。おー、入った。
What a humongous shot to cap their run going into the break. They finished off that half on a roll.
And that does it for the first.
前半終わって7得点、2リバウンド、2アシスト、1スティール、フィールドゴール 100%。まあ、なかなかいい活躍ですね。でもルーキーなんで。そこら辺はご了承いただいて。
Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
And guys, I think we may see some strategies being adjusted here as we get into the second half. Still plenty of time.
リバウンド、OK。
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, Freak has done a good job of getting his team in this position, and they got themselves a bit of breathing room in the first half, and all they have to do the rest of the way is manage the lead.
Mullins in a 2-guard. He's out
Yeah,
there
nice
with Edwards.
defense.
Doherty out there with Turner. And it's
Siege
Ford in at
fight.
the 4 slot. And for the Bruins, they've got Campbell. Free out there with Fresh. And it's Roberts in at the 5 down low.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
On the court for the Longhorns, Mullins. He's in at shooting guard. He's out there with Edwards. Turner is out there with Doherty. And it's Ford in at the power forward. Well, UCLA and all those incredible national titles in men's basketball, Clark, they were the program in the 60s and 70s.
Yep, completely dominated the landscape of college ball during that time. From 64 to 75, they won 10 titles in 12 seasons.
And there's the pass to Looney. Some nice ball movement by the Bruins. Doherty against Campbell. They set the pick.
あー、今触ったな。
Shot clock at 5.
ルーズボールが取れなかった。
For the 3. Texas grabs the miss. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Doherty with the ball. Passes it to Edwards. Back to Doherty. From past the arc. And another miss by Texas. UCLA trails by 10. They double in with Freak. Out to the right wing. To the middle. And that one's good. Fresh has got his second bucket.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Several teams changing it up here.
あ、そうですね。大学は6分、前半6分の後半6分ですね。2クォーターと言えばいいのか、なんて言えばいいのか分かんないですけど。
Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Ford's got 8.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Feeds it to Barton. And he uses the glass on the layup. Barton's got his first 2 points of the night.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Rush kicks to Turner. To the left wing. There's the dish to Rush. Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. Kicks to Rush. Just 5 on the clock. They get a hand on it.
スリーポイントラインに行ってほしかったですね、今の味方には。右端のスリーポイントラインに行ってほしかったですね。
We've got free. Johnson is out there with Looney. And it's Barton in at the shooting guard position. Here's Rush. Dishes it to Mullins.
さあ、スクリーンをキックをかけてもらって、これでディフェンスが寄ったのでパス。あー、ブロックされたね。まあ、しょうがないですね、今のは。
Here's free. He feeds it to Johnson. The 11-footer. No luck. Good work defensively by Turner. Longhorns leading by 6. And here's Blair. He kicks it to Mullins.
もう一回ピックをかけて、そこが空いてるけど打ってくれ、オッケー、打ってくれた。ああ、始まりましたね。ディフェンス戻って、危ない。オッケー、オッケー。お、ナイスディフェンス、味方。おっと、今の通るのか？
Morris right side. Shot clock at 5. From beyond the arc. Free can't get it to go.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
そこにいるんならキックしてくれ。
Now Freak. The feed to Rush. And Turner kicks to Blair. And a wide open look for Freak. And the three ball is good.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harvard.
And Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been.
ドラフトされた選手以外の人も実在する選手なんですかね。実在する選手というか、本当にチームメイトだった選手たちなのかっていうのはちょっと少し気になるところでありますよね。さあ、30対41で UCL に勝ちましたね。さあ、結果12得点3リバウンド3アシスト1スティール、フィールドゴール5分の5、フリースロー1分の1、スリーポイント1分の1、プレイ時間10分。ターンオーバーにちょっと痛いですね。ファール1。前回も言ったかもしんないですけど、高校大学編のあれはここのポイントは入りません。右上のポイントは試合をこなしても。シーズン中間テスト、相手はビラノバ大ですね。なんか相手が断った相手ってのはですね、奨学金をまた悪戦苦闘って出てますね。ちょっとこれはコート内での問題により、おっと、コート内での問題によりあれかな、やっぱり高校時代にテクニカルファウル取られた時のやつかな。僕そんな取られるようなこと言ってないですけどね。ファックユーとか。 暴言吐いたつもりはないんですけど、しょうがないですね。取られないように頑張るしかないですね、大学では。頑張るも何もないですけど。
The action doesn't get much better than two of the most dynamic teams in college basketball going at it on the hardwood. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. It's the Texas Longhorns facing Villanova.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have. It's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
Nice shoe.
Oh, no. Bad time to slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
The Texas Longhorns have been building their basketball program over the years. They have been on the verge of greatness for a long time.
I think Texas in general is very decorative.
ちょっと待ってくださいね。設定で基本設定かな。これは違うな。試合設定で、ないな。試合自由でオンになってんだもんな。
In its athletics program, I mean, still looking for their first college basketball championship on the men's side is what they're reaching for.
Now here's Beal. Passes it to Augustus. There's the screen. Bryant with a screen on 4.
おっと取られた。
Second chance shot. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And he sinks the second.
Well, who could forget Villanova and their one college title? Come on now. It was one of the biggest Cinderella stories ever, one of the greatest upsets ever. Winning it all as an 8th seed, knocking down an outstanding Georgetown team back in '85.
Beal with it. Here's Cooper.
うわー飛んでしまった。うわーしょうがないですね今のは。本当ならあそこでスティール狙った方がいいですね。僕飛んじゃいましたけど。ディフェンスの能力を高めてればブロック飛んでもいいんでしょうけど、そこまで高めてないのであればあそこはブロック飛ぶよりはスティール狙った方がまだいいですかね、ガードなら。あとは知ってる方もいますでしょうけど、その開始時に決めたリーチの長さが長い方がブロックしやすかったりとかリバウンド取りやすかったりとかいろんなところで結構なんつうんだろう、その優位に立てるというかいろんなところで。ただあんまり長くしすぎるとその見た目がちょっと悪くなるというか。あそこはだから微妙というかおのおの考えていただいてですね。
And so it's Texas with it. And Blair kicks to Mullins.
ちょっと密集してますね。
Over to the wing. Rush the pass to Blair. There's the pick.
ちょっと密集して
And
るかな。
Mullins now atop the key. 5 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Warwick. That's good.
Okay. Nice shoot.
Warwick's got his first points of the game.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
さあディフェンス、これ作るぞ。ああちょっと早かったかブロック。オッケー、ゴーゴーゴーゴー。
And the Villanova Wildcats have had a recent surge in their program over the past decade. Since about 05, they have been a consistent presence in the tournament and also have won a few conference titles.
So on the floor for Texas, Mullins, he's in at shooting guard, and it's Hudson in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here is Gaines, following the basket by Freak. Gaines dishes to Foster. Right side, Jones. Puts up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Longhorns. On the Wildcats of Villanova have been getting back in the swing of things as a program over the last decade, Clark. And one of the better runs they're on right now is a school.
Yeah, they are a surefire bet to pretty much be in the tournament almost every year now. Really one of the big schools in recruiting on the East Coast.
Now Foster.
Following
the three-point attempt by Freak, and he gets it to go.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
And so it's Texas with it. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. 1:39 left in the first half of the game. Rush outside. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one.
A platoon swap. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that is
前半終了して20対18ですね。ちょっと追いつかれちゃいましたね、味方が。さあ5得点1リバウンド3アシスト 66.7%、まあまあですかね。ディフェンスちょっと、ね、得点決められる場面があったのでもうちょっと頑張りたいところですね。
And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run.
逆サイ逆サイ逆サイ。
Control. If we can get hot, this team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
They've got Bryant. Cooper is out there with Miller, and it's Ilgauskas in at the 4-man position. And for Texas, Mullins in at shooting guard. He's out there with Edwards. Doherty out there with Turner. And it's Ford in at the 4 slot. Freak with it, working on Bryant. Kept alive. Another shot. There's the nice layup by Doherty.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
And Bryant kicks to Miller. Here's Ilgauskas. Doherty grabs the board.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
I think it's safe to say that the most notable Longhorn of all time is Kevin Durant. Only spent 1 year there, but that's all the time.
ちょっと厳しい、ちょっと狭い。味方。オッケー。ナイスシュート。ナイスパス。
Mullins got 7 points in the game.
さあここでディフェンスを1本決めたいところ。
He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic
リバウンド触れないか。
as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Now here's Beal. Miller outside.
であと今作は結構そのオフェンス5秒が結構厳しく取られるのでそこは気をつけた方がいいですね。オフェンス5秒というのはその自分がボール持ってる時に相手に厳しくディフェンス疲れて5秒間静止もあれなんですけど普通にドリブルつき続けてても普通に5秒取られるので結構厳しく取られるのでそこは気をつけた方がいいですね。今作はオフェンスするときは自分がボール持ってるときですね。特に あ、今です。
You gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
さあ、ポイントガードになりましたね、ポジションが。
And here's Freak. He's got 10. Davis sets a screen. There's a screen. Mullins passes to Rush. Drills it from outside.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes.
例えば今ですと、こうやって激しくディフェンスを5秒間続けられると、ターンオーバーになってしまうんですね。
Here's Gaines, covered by Mullins. Here's Clarkson. And off there, he misses his first shot of the
今
night.
パスしちゃった。
The feed to Mullins. He dishes it to Davis. Here's Rush. He feeds it to Mullins. Hudson kicks to Rush. Ellis the pass to Hudson. From 13.
さあリバウンド。
Here's Mullins.
時間使いましょう。リードし、僅差でリードしているので。
It's Davis on the wing. We've got 1:48 left in the second half. They set the screen. Mullins dishes to Hudson.
Okay.
And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And Texas leads by 10.
Wow. さあ味方勝ってくれるかな。勝てた。どうだろう。41対28。素晴らしい。さあ10得点3リバウンド5アシスト。0ブロック0スティール。ちょっとここはね、ディフェンスがちょっとあんまりできませんでしたね、今回。で、フィールドゴール6分の4、フリースローなし、スリーポイントは3分の2、プレイ時間9、ファウル1と、まあなかなかの、まあまあの、さあどんどんやっていきましょう。トーナメント中なジョージタウン大ですね、相手は。ドラフト状況に疑問。マジか。お、でもここはフレックの安定したプレーにさせられてきたタイトルを目指す。まあ、ず抜けてはいないと。下位への可能性。マジか。もっと活躍しろってことですね、要は。彼が学校に残ると確信。はあ、なるほどね。あんまり活躍できないと、大学2年生のあれはあるんですかね。どうなんだろう。頑張りたいですね、もっとじゃあ。もっと点取らないと。
We've got a great night of college basketball hoops in store for you tonight. It's a big matchup and some big-time energy in this building, and we're glad to have you with us. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. It's the Georgetown Hoyas and the Texas Longhorns.
And you know, guys, we go back many years broadcasting college games, and it never gets old. Every big player makes a name for themselves at the college level, and we could see that again on display here tonight.
Well, with a guy like Freak suiting up, you know that there are going to be scouts watching his every move, but you look at the roster of both of these teams, and they're really loaded with talent.
Look at the Hoyas starting group. They've got Trice. Warren is out there with Hudson. Then there's Price. And it's Randolph in a shooting guard. The offensive rebound.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his work out of it. And that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Warren dishes to Randolph. Fires from 14, and he knocks down the jumper.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Pass to Doherty. There's the dish to Mullins. And again, it's Texas converting.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket.
アーリーオフェンス、アーリーオフェンスでいきたいですね。どんどんシュート打って、早めにシュート打って、オフェンスのポゼッションを増やしていきたいですね。
To the inside, and it's Warren with the jam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Dishes to Doherty. Now the feed to Mullins. And stolen by Trice.
持てれ持てれ。オッケーオッケー。戻った戻った。
The pass to Warren. Shot from 12. Texas grabs the miss.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
Here's Mullins.
なんか転んでくれた。
What do you do with that guy? With his handles, he
いい感じに
abuses
点取れて
defenders.
Now
ますね。
the Hoyas with it. Trailing by 5. And it's a completely new group here for the Hoyas. And here are the Hoyas now.
さあ、ディフェンスを頑張っていきたいところですね。あう。
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. Good on both. Here is Blair. They set the pick. Mullins kicks to Hudson. No good off the pick.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Taking a look at the Hoyas, we've got Hodges, and it's Felix in at the 3 spot. Here's Felix. Shoots from the line. Kept alive. Here's Joseph. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
マジか。
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it,
クリアアウ
you're
トしたと思ったけ
guaranteed a
ど。
high quality shot on a foul
甘かっ
just
たっ
like
す
he
ね。
got there.
Rush the pass to Blair.
いや、狭いって狭いって。
Mullins dishes to Blair.
ちょっとボール持ちすぎじゃないかお前。
Kicks it to Mullins. 6 to shoot. Knocks
Okay.
down the 3 ball. Mullins got 9.
ジャンプシュートが調子いいですね。
Out of Georgetown over the years, most of them big men, but don't forget about Allen Iverson. He might just be the most popular former Hoya of all time.
Now here's Harkless. And Felix now top of the key. Joseph the pass to Wilson. And Hodges kicks to Harkless. The Hoyas need to get off a shot. Felix, good.
さあ、追いつかれ始めましたね。
And it's a completely new group for Texas.
交代かな？交代ですね。 前半終わって16対15、1点差、接戦でございます。前半終わって9得点、1リバウンド、0アシスト、0スティール、0ブロック、フィールドゴール 100% はいいところですね。他の得点以外の数字を伸ばしていきたいところですね。
And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
おそらく今作はドリブルスティールよりもパススティールの方がしやすいんじゃないかと思いますね、僕は。まだわかんないですけど、今のところはそんな感じがしてますね。前出して。いやー、ディフェンスは厳しかった今。途中で変なドリブルが入っちゃいましたね。正直なのまま言ってればフリーでレイアップだったかな。オッケー。リバウンド。オッケー。ナイスリバウンド。ナイスブロック。ダンク、いいっすね。さあ、これは大きいダンクになるのか、流れが変わるダンクになるのか。スティール狙っちゃった。
You know, sometimes rest can do more harm than good. It certainly looks that way for them. They've been cold coming out and have yet to find the bottom of the net.
Now here's Freak, guarded closely. Fades back. And again, Texas converted.
さあ、5点リードに変わってディフェンス。
Now here's Trice, Edwards defending, and it's Randolph penetrating, and the basket good.
寄った時のディフェンスが難しいですね。一回離れて寄った時のディフェンスが。
Texas leading by 3. Feeds it to Doherty and stolen by
いやー、マジか。
Drops in the breakaway layup. Trice has got his first points of the game.
ターンオーバーを味方が犯してとか自分が犯して、これ追いつかないなと思ったらもう別にダッシュやめて諦めた方がいいですね。体力の無駄なんで、追いつくって思ったら思いっきりダッシュしてブロック後ろから狙えたら狙った方がいいですね。ナイスリバー。オッケー。
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Outside Randolph. Over to the left wing to tie it up. And Trice with the basket on the assist by Randolph. And that ties it up.
Oh, man, how about the last-minute decision there to pull the shot down and get a better one for your teammate?
Taking a look at the Hoyas. Trice is out there with Warren. Then there's Hudson. And it's Trice, and it's Randolph in at the two-guard spot.
Yeah, crucial basket there, and as long as they've got that mismatch, big on small, they've got to take advantage.
Well, I don't doubt that they clearly recognize that, and because they do, they're going to continue to milk it.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
スペーシングって言ってますね。交代させられた。さあ、ラスト1分。勝ってる3点差。リードを保ちたいところ。ディフェンスが難しい、本当に。
That shot brings them to within just one.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
Now
ケー。いやパスじゃないか今の。
Nelson with the rebound.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Here's Harkless, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Really, the right
Foul
play
か。
defensively, if you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give him a little.
やばいっすね。
Think twice about.
ホームだから盛り上がってますね。
If they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your
いや
presence.
普通に出せよお前。
Clutch free throws there, fellas. This one's a barn burner, tight as me in an airport lavatory.
そんなに急ぐ時間ではない。
And here's Edwards. He feeds it to Mullins.
あれ引っかかるのよくわかんないな。
To the right side. Edwards against Randolph. 6 on the shot clock. Edwards passes to Mullins. From 12 feet out.
来たろ。Got it!
And if you came to see offense, folks, then you are getting your money's worth.
Yeah, you're getting all the snap, crackle, and pop you want from a scoring standpoint in this one. I just hope you didn't come to see any D, because if you did, you've been in for a long day.
さあ 1.5 秒って言っても分かりませんからね試合は。
Trice.
入るな。 OK。
Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So these two Texas get the win here. What a show.
危ねえ。
Tremendous work.
一応ミスを取り返した形になりましたね。30対31、なんとか勝ちました。11得点、2リバウンド、1アシスト、0ブロック、0スティール、6分の5、スリーポイント1分の1、1ターンオーバー。危なかった。待って、難易度変わってねえかこれ。ちょっとチェックしようこれ。厳しくなってる気がするなんか。こんな接戦ならないね、ルーキーだと。設定どこ行った設定。あれ、ルーキーになったままだ。おかしいなぁ。まあいいや。さあ、どんどん。ナショナルチャンピオンシップ。ウィンスコンだよね。あ、違う。なんだっけ。まあいいや。導く責任を負う。怖いっすね。ドラフト宣言か片唾を飲む。噂が飛び交うと。スーパーエージェントドム・パガノッティさん。前回みたいな悪い噂はなくなりましたね。とりあえずだ。あれ敗北かって言ってたけど勝ちますよ。もちろん勝ってきますよ。そこはアメリカではこういう大学、僕も日本の大学のバスケ見たことないんで分かんないですけど、大学からこういうのやるんですよ。なんかこういうダンスみたいなパフォーマンスみんな集まって。Okay.
Kevin, this is the night where we are going to see some intense basketball, high energy, lay it all out on the line for college hoops. Everything these young players have worked towards their entire life comes down to this exact moment.
And you can bet, Clark, that each and every player here tonight feels the importance of this game like no other.
外してくれた。ラッキー。
Key in coming through in a big game like this is how well you can compose yourself. How do you handle the pressure of the big stage? We'll find out soon enough which of these teams has the ability to harness all of that raw energy and focus on getting the job done.
And Wisconsin, looking at who they've got. We've got Kaminsky. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the power forward. Now, here's Decker. Here's Hawkins.
入っちゃうんかい。普通に外すかと思った。
And so it's Texas with it. Now he dishes it to Mullins.
狭いっちゅうの、狭いっちゅうの。
Kicks it to four. Edwards passes to Jordan.
で、上がって。
Texas moving it around. Freak with it. Hill's there. Shot by Mullins.
And with any championship game, you know that every player going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up.
難しいシュートもやっぱり決めてくるようになりますね、相手が。お、フリー、ナイスシュー。
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
And here's Hawkins. There's a screen. Here's Evans. And a missed layup.
Go.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. I'm sure he appreciated it.
Longhorns shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
そうですね、マイルズ・ターナーですね。そうだった、そうだった。マイルズ・ターナーだ、マイルズ・ターナー。忘れてた、忘れてた。
All three throws good from Turner.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Outside Conley. To the paint. Hill dishes to Wade. And he gets it to go. Wade's got his first points of the game.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
They set the pick. And Blair kicks to Mullins. Shoots from the baseline. Buries the jump shot.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his
さあ
hands.
ディフェンスを決めて差を広げていきたいところですね。
Here's Fisher. The rebound by
Go.
Turner. Well, Wisconsin has had a bit of a renaissance in their program of
ああ、今のは危ない。
last decade and a half.
ステップスルーしようと思ったけど、きつかった。
And you know, Kevin, the
Okay,
Badgers
nice.
weren't really a major powerhouse in hoops until the turn of the century. But now, they're one of the most consistent teams in the country.
Mullins, he's in at shooting guard. Hudson is out there with Turner. And it's Rush in at the three, the small forward. And for the Badgers, Fisher is out there with Hill. And it's Gibson in at the power forward. Hill drives in. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
And Badgers have been great since right around the millennium. Since about 1999, they have made the tournament every season. Guys, few schools can say that.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
さあガードのポジション入りましたね。
Longhorns leading by 4.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
Mullins, he's in at the point. Also Ellis out there. And it's Hudson in at the center, locking down the middle. Warren gets the bucket.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks they're coached for.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. They've got Decker.
OK ブロック。前にボール回して、そこ決まるか。ナイスシュー。OK。
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
そうですね、自分が身長で勝ってるときはもうどんどんブロック狙っていった方がいいですね。
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
A platoon swap here for Texas.
前半終わって19対14、5点差ですね。まだ油断はできないですね。4得点、0リバウンド、0アシスト、0スティール、10ブロック、フィールドゴール 100%。ちょっと全体的に低いですかね、やっぱり。頑張りたいところ。後半。リバウンド取ってガード出まして。
In a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Mullins in a
これで6点。
He's out there with Edwards.
ディフェンスで数字残したいな。
Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Kaminsky. Then it's Decker. And it's Evans in at the 4 slot.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just
もっとこれアップデート入ってほしいですね、ディフェンスのこのオンボール、特にオンボールの時のディフェンスですね。ちょっとしづらいかな、すぐ抜かれちゃうし。
Here's Mullins following the basket by Sam Decker. Ford kicks to Doherty. Off target from three-point range. Wisconsin trails by 5. Outside Hill. The dish to Decker. Shot clock at 6. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game.
今のはナイスファールですかね、多分。まあ結果的に今フリースロー外しましたし、ナイスファールとしておきましょう。あれで寄ってパス出されたらもう終わりですけどね。さあフリーになったスリーポイント。
And guys, one big story that we have in this championship game is that a guy like Freak could boost his draft stock quite a bit. A win here could catapult him up the big boards of a lot of teams.
このでかい人がうまいですね。うまいというか、主にオフェンスの第一オプションっていうのはファーストオプションっていうんですかね。あ、今反対側空いてた、バカチンが。さあ、綺麗に決まったこれ、このキック。オッケー。
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
これパス来るな。ああ、もうつかない。入るな。いやー、ここリバウンド取られちゃうときついな。5点差はちょっと危ないですね。OK。
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to free.
さあ、これで38対30リード奪ってる。このまま終われればいいですけどね。あ、ミスマッチですね、僕。ここ いやー、それは厳しい。
We don't see nearly as much as we used to. The finger roll.
1:03 left in the second half of basketball. Here is Edwards, out left to the wing. Doherty dishes to Ford. Back to Doherty. Texas moving it around. Edwards passes to Mullins. Just 4 to shoot. The 10-footer. And Texas checks on 2 more.
And really, I like the fact that even with the big lead, they never coasted.
To me, that's a sign of a really good team, Greg, because you should always be playing against the game and yourself. I know there's an opponent out there, but when you have a lead, it's all about continuing to execute. Do what you do and stay true to that. And I like that aggressiveness and full speed ahead kind of attack that they have.
あー、スティール。オッケー。いけいけゴー。オッケー、カウンター。
He's on his way to the line for 1 more.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here.
よかった、ディフェンス筋残して1つ。さあ、これはどう来る？
Hawkins kicks to Hill, rejected by Mullins, and it turns out it's going to be a foul. He was hoping for a clean block, but the officials felt otherwise. So we'll see some free throws here.
ムレンズって言ったんで入ったのかな、どうなんだろう。
And he makes the first of the 1-and-1.
さあ、まあ勝ち確ですね、ここまで来れば。
36
対42。
Right now, guys, there is no better feeling for them as they are the last team standing in this.
13得点、1リバウンド、2アシスト、1ブロック、1スティール、フィールドゴール6分の6。ここいいですね。100% 終われたっていうのは。で、スリーポイント1分の1、プレイ時間10分、ファウル1。ブロック入りましたね、ポイント。あ、でも1回やったか。普通に。入ってなかったかで、最後のブロックは。さあ、これでドラフトだったっけな。
Hello.
Hey, Ma, it's me.
Hey, Frequency.
I got you on speakerphone.
Okay, your sister there?
Hey, Mama, I'm right here.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm fine.
You bet's here too, Mama.
Hi, Mama. How you doing? I'm fine.
Does she have to be here?
Yes. Mr. Pagnotti, the agent I was telling you about, he's in the room too.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
What a pleasure to finally meet the Queen Mother, this young, talented man, even if only by telephone.
That's sweet. Hang on, Frequency. Here comes your father.
All right.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone's well.
How you doing, Mr. P?
I'm doing good.
So let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do this. We all know why we're here. This meeting is strictly confidential, 100% off the record. Didn't happen. We weren't even here. Capiche? Capiche means understand in Italian. Capiche?
Capiche.
Freak insisted that I have his entire family here. I think it's great that he has a good support system around him. I've been doing this a very long time. I work with some of the best. Now, let me rephrase that. I work with the best. And the best always seem to have a great support system around them. A family, if you will. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So let's cut to the chase. Leaving college early now and entering this year's NBA draft is the right move right now. And when you sign with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent, I will make sure you are well taken care of. I will make sure you are protected. With this freaking environment, I love it, freaking environment. This freaking environment thing you do when you get hot, freak, we're going to make you more money off the court than you will on.
We already have endorsements and things like that in line, so.
Cece, I said we because we're going to do this together. We're a team. We're Team Freak. But, Freak, you need to be in the league first, right? That's why I'm here.
Oh, yeah, I hear you, Mr. Pagnotti, but like I told you before, I already promised my parents 4 years of college. That's the plan, man.
That's right.
Plans change, Freak. Listen, in life and in basketball, you need to adapt and change to the situation at hand. Now, even if you have the greatest coach and they draw up the greatest play and all the X's and O's make perfect sense on paper, you still need to react to what the defense shows you and then make your move. This is the right move. This is the right move now. And 4 years of college is a great plan for basically anybody. But you're not just anybody. You are the greatest collegiate talent I have ever seen shoot, dribble, pass, and defend a basketball my entire time on this great planet Earth. Now, Miss Martha, Mr. Pete, I have seen so many of the greats jump right from high school to the pros. Freak, you've at least experienced college. You know what that is. You've been there. You've done that. I am offering you now a chance at the experience of a lifetime. Do you know how many people would love to be in those Jordans right now?
Yeah, Freak, I mean, what if you get hurt? You remember how you came down on your ankle in that game earlier this year?
Oh, yeah, but that was nothing.
Right, we know it was nothing, but next time it could be something.
I saw that. Good game, but BAM! Just like that, and you could be flipping burgers. Well, maybe not flipping burgers. Maybe you're the manager or assistant manager at some burger joint. Maybe I do a favor and make a call, and you're a delivery boy at Sal's Famous Pizzeria. But the bottom line is, you will be a long, long, long ways away from signing multi-million-dollar contracts with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent.
So it's all about the money, right?
When was it not all about the money?
Money isn't everything.
No, it isn't, sir, and no disrespect was meant. But Freak, money is freedom. The freedom of choice, the freedom to live. Money is the difference between renting and owning, between being the waiter and being waited on. It's the difference between being the chauffeur or being chauffeured. Now, do you want to be a chauffeur? This here is a contract. This makes me your agent. Sign on the dotted line, and I will take you and your family to the promised land.
Like I said, Mr. Pagnotti, it's not all about the money.
Pete, let the man finish.
He made his point. He's finished. Aren't you finished?
I said my piece, but I know I'm right. You guys should talk.
Pete, what if Frequency does get hurt? Shouldn't he take this opportunity now?
What if the boy goes pro, gets hurt, and then doesn't have a college degree? Look how hard we work for him to get to where he is.
But college isn't for everybody. Pete, you didn't go.
That's why we work so hard for him.
Just saying. I mean, if he's ready to do this now as opposed to later, Pete, anything can happen.
You're right. Anything could happen. This is his future. This is his life.
You're not listening to me, Pete.
Not just a game.
All right, Mom, Pops. It's all right. Look, truth be told, I don't even know what I want to do right now.
I understand that.
Yeah, but I was talking to my boy Vic the other day.
Why?
And he was making a lot of sense. He thinks I should leave early, too.
You know what? I've kept quiet this whole time, and I also think that Freak should join the league. I think it's a great business decision, and I think that Mr. Pagnotti is absolutely right.
Thank you, Yvette.
You're welcome.
Now, Freak, I know for a fact that people have been talking about the company you keep, and you need to be careful. It could compromise what we're trying to do here.
What are you trying to say?
You know, your association with that guy Victor off the court, it could compromise your selection in a draft. As a matter of fact, I know it will. Do you realize the difference in dollars between being drafted first overall and 21st? You're talking tens of millions of dollars. You don't get it, do you? Cece, our first sneaker deal alone, you're talking a difference of a $50 to $100 million difference just by that. Number one, that's what we need. If I were not 1,000% convinced in my mind and in my heart that we could get you drafted first overall, I wouldn't be like this. This is the play. This is the move, Freak. You gotta listen to me.
I absolutely hear you, but who are they to tell me who I can't hang with my brother?
No, Freak, you need to listen to him. I've been telling you the same exact thing.
Mr. Dom, Frequency and Victor grew up together. They're best friends. We took the boy in and practically adopted him.
Martha, I told you that boy ain't nothing but trouble.
He's family.
Okay, but that's my boy, and he agrees with y'all.
It's not about agreeing with Vic. We're trying to prepare you for your future.
You know, but it is his future.
This is none of your business.
Excuse
Don't
me?
even
Wait,
know.
Freak, you still have a decision to make. Sign with me, yes or no.
Can I just interrupt for 1 second? Everybody just settle down, please. Now, I appreciate you all taking the time in this heated discussion, but the truth of the matter is, there's only one person in the room that can make this decision. Now, son, you know how I feel.
Right.
Education is the most important thing in life, but this is your choice. It's not your mother's or your sister's or mine. It's not your girlfriend. It's not Mr. Pagnotti's. And it definitely ain't Victor's. This is your decision, son. So you tell us what you want to do.
I need 30 seconds, Freak. Okay. I have 4 beautiful children, and I want each of them to go to college and graduate. But if you walked up to any one of those 4 children right now and said, I will give you a contract that's worth $100, $200, $300 million, I would say, bypass college. You can always go back. I want you to graduate. I want you to get your doctorate. I want to call you Dr. Freak, but you need to understand this. Now, you can go all over this beautiful country that we live in and go into any of the major universities. You will find people that are 30, 40, 50, 60, 80 years old, and you will find them graduating. But if you live to be 500 years old, you will never see ever somebody 40, 50, 60 years old being drafted from college into the NBA. We need to strike while the iron is hot. This is your life. We will get you drafted first overall. You will be up there with all the big names. I'm not talking first rounder. I'm talking first overall. Listen to me. This is what I do. I am the best at what I do. Nobody's better.
Seconds plus.
Miss Martha, I am sorry. You just need to
Pagnotti,
understand.
would you please let my wife speak?
I apologize.
Frequency. Baby, what do you want to do?
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna have Cece go through this contract, front to back. I'm gonna think about it, sleep on it, pray on it, and I will call you in the morning.
All right. Listen, Mr. Pete, Miss Martha, it was a pleasure meeting the two of you over telephone, and I look forward to meeting you both in person. Remember, everybody, this meeting never took place. We weren't even here. Capiche?
Capiche.
Okay.
All right, Mom, Pops, I'm gonna call you guys later. I love you.
Love you,
I love you too, son. Bye. We met working at the post office together. Mark was the clerk and I was a carrier. And I asked her out to lunch one time and take her for a bagel around the corner from where we worked.
A bagel?
A bagel, yeah.
With cream cheese?
Cream cheese.
Split down the middle?
Split down the middle. Love at first sight.
Yeah?
I believe that it was true. It happened to me.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA draft.
さあやってまいりましたドラフト開催日。何位指名なのか。
With the first pick in the NBA draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from The Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jahlil Okafor from Duke University. With the fourth pick in the NBA draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia. With the fifth pick in the NBA draft, the Orlando Magic select Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia. With the sixth pick in the NBA draft, the Sacramento
前回までコミッショナーと握手してる帽子をもらって、帽子もらったっけ？握手してる部分、握手してるところ僕好きでしたけどね。ちょっと簡易的にちょっとなんか済まされすぎというか。
With the eighth pick in the NBA draft, the Detroit Pistons select Stanley Johnson from the University of Arizona. With the ninth pick in the NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Frank Kaminsky from the University of Wisconsin. With the 10th pick in the NBA draft, the Miami Heat select Justice Winslow from Duke University. With the 11th pick in the NBA draft, the Indiana Pacers select Miles Turner.
この人ですね、チームメイトで一緒だったの。
With the 12th pick in the NBA draft, the Utah Jazz select Trey Lyles. With the 13th pick in the NBA draft, the Phoenix Suns select the 19-year-old
13位ですね。
University of Texas.
ぱり成績によって変わるんですね、ここら辺は。なるほどね。ちなみにもう一つのデータの方は、17位ぐらいだったかな。さあ入団会見ですね。
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Frequency Vibrations. Welcome aboard, young man. Welcome aboard.
右の人がオーナーですね。チームオーナー。
This is bananas.
Take your time, baby.
Thanks, Mom. Okay, so I first want to thank everyone who made this possible. Mom, Dad, I couldn't have done this without you. I'd like to thank my lady Yvette, my dude Vic.
こいつですね、問題児。
He's like my brother. Oh gosh, and also want to thank my sister Cece, who is also my manager.
で、姉がマネージャーとなると。
I love you more.
And my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti himself.
そしてエージェント、パグノッティさん。
I guess I will take some questions now.
まあ代理人ですね。よく言う。
How did you get the nickname Freak?
A lot of people don't know this, but Freak is short for my very first nickname, Frequency Vibrations.
Yeah, true story. I like to introduce our mother so she could tell it.
Go ahead,
You know, Mama.
tell Mama.
ここでなんでフリックって呼ばれるかっていうのがここで明かされますね。
Thank you, everyone. Frequency and Cece are fraternal twins. And so when I was pregnant, one of them kept kicking and jumping around all the time. So my husband, Pete, put headphones on my belly and played reggae music.
Hence the name Frequency Vibrations.
We shortened it to Freak.
How did you know who was kicking?
A mother knows. A mother always knows.
Are you ready for a photo op?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next NBA superstar, Frequency Vibrations.
Go ahead, son.
Thank you all for coming. We will be available for one-on-ones in the back. Good job. Well done.
Congratulations, son.
さてと、これでルーキーシーズンが終わると、どうやら、ルーキーシーズンじゃない、高校、大学が終わると、右上のポイントが入るようですね。ここではとりあえず上げません。はい。もう一つのデータの方につなぎたいと思うので、とりあえずストーリーが途中あるので、それを見て、もう一つのデータの方に引き継ぎたいと思います。まあ、チームは違うんですけどね、そこはご了承ください。
All right, all right, all right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
Here we go. My first NBA game. This is something I've been waiting for my entire life. And to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous.
ここの字幕が欲しいですよね。こういうところの細かいところの。
Get out there and do what I was born to do. I hope I can make my family proud.
ちょくちょくないとこがあるんでね、NBA2K は字幕が。 まあもちろんね、スターティング5には入れないとルーキーですから、いきなりね。まあでも今回からこうやってこのつく相手の長所と短所が書かれているっていうのはすごくありがたいですね。どうやって守ればいいのか、どうやって攻めればいいのかっていうのが出るのは非常にありがたい部分ではあります。
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, there are all different kinds of pressure situations. This is about as nerve-wracking as it gets. But even so, I don't think it takes away from how much he enjoys it.
On the floor for Dallas, they've got J.J. Barea.
あと NBA2K の試合とその現実の NBA の試合のとの違いで言いますと、テンディングが厳しいっていうか現実が緩いのか分かりませんけど、結構、ね、テンディングが取られやすいっていうのは注意する部分でありますかね。だから現実見てるとだいぶ緩いって感じますよね、やっぱり。だからテンディングは。
Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. The Suns third.
変わりましたね、つくのが。
Groups. I mean, they were terrific a season ago, playing at a breakneck pace.
Mavericks trailed by 5.
まあ初めての方だったり、そのNBA 初心者っていう人は多分ああいうところ読んだ方がいいですね。どういう選手なのかを理解することでよって、まあ、攻め方が変わったりとか守り方が変わったりとかもするので、例えばこのデビン・ハリスっていう選手、相手の選手であればドライブが結構してくるので、まあ、ドライブというかドライブの方がジャンプシュートよりしてくるので、まあ、離してディフェンスをするっていうところと、あとは、まあ、そうですね、ほとんどスリーポイント打ってこないと思うので、この選手は結構離して守っても大丈夫だと思います。で結構自分で呼ばないとボールはくれませんね。大学とか高校とは違ってやっぱり結果を残さないとやっぱりボールはくれませんね。
It's hauled in by Warren.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The shot by Knight, no good.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Barea kicks to Villanueva. And there's the feed to McGee. The dish to Barea. And that one hits back iron. Suns leading by 7. Outside Knight. The pass to Mullins. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Harris outside. Screen by Villanueva. Pass to Parsons. The 3. That's good.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And checking out some stats for Knight. A very nice season for him last year. He averaged about 17 points a game last year. 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
Well, you want a guy to come in who knows how to run the offense intelligently, and that's exactly what he does. Kind of like how you ran things, Greg.
Oh, and what a feeling it's got to be as we get to see the very first NBA bucket from Mullins.
Yeah, and he's playing it cool right now, but let me tell you, I'm sure that basket means the world to him.
ああ、今のきっちり狙ったな。
My thought is he's probably just happy to have it out of the way. I mean, no more waiting and wondering when it'll come. Those first points are finally in the rearview mirror.
And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
Well, with Freak Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock. These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Here's Villanueva. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Villanueva's got his second bucket of the night. Outside Knight. Over in the corner, Warren. Feeds it to Mullins. Len sets a screen for Freak. Pass to Len. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. What a season for Alex Len last year. Came in looking to find a spot for the team, and he made huge jumps in his game.
And I think it correlated with his minutes going up as well. I mean, played a lot more minutes, and he's a very complete big guy. With the added minutes, the production has gone up as expected.
Screen by Villanueva. Barea dishes to Villanueva. Pass to McGee. And it's going to be two free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, you can expect young big men to improve over time, but I didn't think anyone expected Lynn to jump ahead so fast. And a final remark, guys, on Lynn. I mean, his defense was the big benefactor. I mean, he was a force in the paint and developed into a really solid rim protector.
Knight passes to Warren. And here's Freak. He feeds it to Len. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Suns lead by 9.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Now Harris. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Kicks it to Parsons. Here's the teardrop. No good.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Suns ahead, up by 9. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back.
1クォーター終わってリードで終わったと。28対19。
You know, I've thought about this moment my entire life.
まあここも字幕が出ない。
Now that it's finally here, feeling's pretty crazy.
ここはねつけてほしいですよね。
But I know it's just the beginning. I got a lot of hard work ahead of me to get to where I want to go, to be the best player and the best teammate I could be. But this is an exciting first step, no doubt.
You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective for most rookies, do you? And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. Villanueva comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. Parsons checked in for Williams. And Harris subbed in for J.J. Barea. Phoenix leading by 14. On the floor for Dallas. Harris is out there with Matthews. And there's JaVale McGee. Then there's Chandler Parsons. And it's Villanueva in at the power forward position. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, let's take a look at last year's Dallas Mavericks and where they ranked in the NBA. Second in points off turnovers. Third in scoring. And they also showed up in the top 5 in fewest turnovers. When you squeeze the orange and take care of the basketball like they do, you put yourself in position to win.
And go back to points off those turnovers. I mean, teams really get caught unprepared to deal with that blitzing style, that trapping, diving in the passing lanes, and then running it down your throat in transition.
McGee is screen, and here's Matthews for the three. That's good. Matthews has got 7 points in the game.
そうですね、今ついているウェズリー・マシューズっていう選手は結構シュートがうまいので距離はあんまり開けない方がいいですね。いや、今の入んないか。
Harris outside. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And guys, over the last 2 seasons, Devin Harris has been a backup point guard, but one could argue that he's outperformed the guys that are directly ahead of him.
That's exactly right, Kevin. I mean, Harris came back to the team that he started his career with to be a support player, but injuries, trades, and generally poor fits.
Okay, basket counter.
Even though they're down, I like the way they're getting the ball inside. I mean, they're playing smash mouth basketball right now. And you've got to think it's going to create some foul opportunities for them.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Suns.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Now here's Matthews. He's tightly guarded. Fires from 18. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Harris. Phoenix has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter, less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Here's Knight, and it comes off the front of the rim.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
There's 1:47 left to play here in the half. And a wide open look for free. That's good.
Okay.
The assist that time from Knight. Knight's got 3 assists tonight.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
In the corner, Parsons with it. Another 3 for Dallas.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
To the wing on the left. Here's Mullins.
もう一本。ああ、ダメか。ナイスリバー。
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking them.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Wow.
And if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
And Matthews kicks to Parsons. They get it again. Villanueva dishes to Parsons. The feed to Harris. 46 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. He kicks it to Matthews.
Screen 読まないといけないから。
Lets the 3 fly.
OK。ナイス
And
にしてや
it's
ろう。
Phoenix with the rebound. Knight with it. He's got 6. Dishes to Warren. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Here's Parsons.
シューターついてるとやっぱりあんまりヘルプディフェンスは出れないですね。そんな大胆には。
Fires the 3, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Suns lead by 16.
前半終わって44対60です。で、まあ NBA 入るとこのハーフタイムのやつがまた変わりますね。まあ、前作ではおなじみですけど。コーチの前半を振り返ってのアドバイス。
Alright, guys. Great first half. Home fans are loving it. Still want to go over a couple of things, though. First of all, a big nod to how well we've taken care of the basketball. We're not taking any unnecessary chances, and that's meant very few
前半終わって10得点、1リバウンド、1アシスト。フィールドゴール 50% ですね。
Sharp outlet passes and got some easy buckets on the break. That's where they might be most vulnerable. The pace of the game, just to bring that up real quick, isn't a huge concern because I think we're suited to play at any speed. But somewhere in the middle of the tempo spectrum would probably be ideal.
ちょっと味方のスリーポイントの確率が気になりましたね。今 20%。ちょっと低いですね。
But I don't want to see us letting down. Let's keep doing what's been working so far.
And now, your son. Now it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time. Look for Dallas. Harris has checked in for Parsons, and Barea subbed in for Matthews.
誰ついてるんだこれは。
John Lure's out there with Warren, and it's Sonny Weems, and it's Len in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Stolen by Warren. Dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style.
ついてるのバレアか。JJ バレアっていう人ですね。すごいすばしっこい人ですね、この人は。
Now here is Harris. He dishes it to McGee. The pass to Barea. McGee is screened. 6 to shoot. Barea, the pass to McGee. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
トリッキーなパスしてくる。
Flying high and throwing down the
あ、俺か。
hard
ご
one-handed.
めんよ。
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
So it's
デ
the
ビュー戦に
Suns
してはまあまあまあ
some good
良かったんじゃないですかね、
competition,
ま
but the
だ。
hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And standing by for the post-game show, let's head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny.
パフォーマンス良好、チームと評価 B マイナスと。
The 2K Sports post-game show.
ポストゲームショー。あー、これですね。これは別に飛ばしていきます。
appreciated, and now let's present our Eric Bledsoe. He was a powerful offensive weapon tonight, scoring a double. And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just
今日はそうですね。ここまでしときますかね。時間も時間ですし。それではご視聴ありがとうございました。今日はここまでにします。